Local News TV is at the Dunstable Fire Station. This is a brand new fire station. The old fire station is only 100 yards away. Well, what we're seeing today is a lot of people from the local community, people who are involved in high-risk groups, are attending the fire station to find out how they can get more help and secure themselves and improve their own personal and family safety.
I mean, this is a brand new station, as you're probably aware, and the original concept behind it was to include it as a community-based fire station. In the past, the Fire and Rescue Service has been very much seen as a service that responds reactively to emergency incidents, and obviously we want to shift that focus to a more preventative type focus, as well as obviously keeping our reactive and professional side. And what we want to do is encourage people to come into these sort of facilities. This is purpose-built just for that purpose. As you can see, it's been really well attended. It won't just be Dunstable Fire Station, of course. It will actually be, our intention is for every fire station in the county to be used for this type of purpose.
There's various organisations here today. There's Sight Concern, Age Concern, the Salvation Army are kindly giving out the teas and coffees, which have been given courtesy of Asda's. We've also got the fire service here, Bedfordshire Police, Dunstable Baptist Church, and there's many others as well.
Obviously you're targeting high-risk groups, but what are the sort of risks that you see in the community with, from the point of view of safety?
Well, really, as organisations, we would like to work together more than we are already. We're doing a good job at the moment, working together and communicating with each other, but obviously there's some organisations that go into people's homes who are housebound, etc., and we'd like to communicate things like that better to each other than we already are.
Clearly one of the high-risk groups are the elderly. What do you hope that they will learn by coming to this sort of event?
Well, the principle of the event is that a lot of stakeholders who have a vested interest in the safety and well-being of the elderly as a group are all together under one roof. It's market day in the town, so a lot of the elderly from the outlying regions come into Dunstable for the day, and it's just a great opportunity for elderly people to come in here and to speak to any or all of a variety of different community-based groups who can give them advice, support and information that they might otherwise not have easy access to.
What do you think that your members are worried about then in this community?
Mainly probably policing, crime.
And what benefit do you think they would get if they come along to this sort of event?
I'm sure there's a lot of information available which they probably are not aware is available until they actually see it laid out in leaflets and people to answer questions.
Well, fire does worry me, yes. I think it worries most people though, doesn't it?
Well, just that I probably need another smoke alarm. I've got one, but somebody did tell me that I could do with two and could do with a fire check.
You're obviously targeting high-risk groups. Can you just say what is a high-risk group and what are the risks?
Sure. I mean, everybody's at risk from fire, essentially. If we're talking about fire safety, obviously we deal in road safety as well, but if we concentrate purely on fire, everybody's at risk, and I'd encourage everybody, obviously, to have a working smoke alarm. But more specifically about your question, they tend to be the more vulnerable people in society, so obviously this particular initiative is targeted at the elderly. So in terms of being able to escape from a fire on their own, it's obviously, it's important that they're really warned very early, that they have an ability to be able to get out of the house early. So the elderly would be one. Another one would be the very young, obviously, those with a disability, perhaps those with English is not a first language, those with perhaps poorer living conditions. Those would be the people that we would really want to target.
There's obviously an awful lot of information available to people here, so please do follow the links if you want to find out more about what support and information you can achieve. That's all we've got time for now. This is Maurice Hesford for Local News TV.